Okay, today's video is different setup for my camera, as you can see. Decided to, well, my wonderful wife gave me an early Christmas present, and as you can see, it's extended selfie stick, invisible selfie stick. This is something I've been for a long time, and she gave it to me as an early Christmas gift, and pretty awesome. This is the second video I've done with this setup. The first one I did was with the kind of a side view where you saw a lot of the side of the bike. Different bike I'm riding. This is the red one I'm riding today. And I really wanted to test it out on this one because of the way the suspension is set up for more, like bumpy roads and whatnot. And I wanted to see how the camera would actually hold up to this. So when I first mounted it, I've had this issue with these selfie sticks before on the bike where just the weight of it, the leverage of the weight of the camera on the stick has a tendency to make the stick tip over. So I had the same problem with this one, and this one's a pretty long one. It is, I believe, 5 feet long. So it's not the really long one. They have another one that I believe is 12 feet long, but this one's perfect for me. But again, I had the same issue where it would tilt over. So I have it mounted on the back part of the frame, and then the seat kind of clamped down or bolted down on top of it, thinking that would keep it from tipping over, and it did not. So what I ended up doing is I went the real white trash way. As you can see, I keep on checking behind me to make sure it's still doing okay. But I took a shoestring and kind of tied it on one side of the frame, wrapped it around the stick, and then tied it on the other side of the frame. And, it looks trashy, but it worked. And, you can't see the string from this angle. So, anyhow, that's how I have it set up. Also, the day, as far as the weather was, it was cold out. It was 32 degrees standing still, and so you don't really see me riding very fast on this one because it just gets too cold. And then a couple of things I wanted to point out about the video itself. As you can see, the glare, that's an unfortunate thing with the Insta360 period. It doesn't do very well with sun glare. And on top of that, I have the lens guard on it, the plastic one. And I have it on there because I don't want to go through the situation of getting the lens scratched again. That was just bad. And but sometimes the sun thing is just unavoidable. Depending upon what direction you're riding in, I can't always not show that view, particularly in this kind of perspective. So the one other note I wanted to make is my settings. On my settings, I have it set at minus 1.7 in the exposure, and I pretty much run that setting all the time during the day, even when it's overcast. Providing it's not real dark. Like if it's a thunderstorm and kind of dark, then you might have to maybe put it to minus 0.07. But yeah, like I said, I always run it at minus 1.7. And I have my white balance. I always run that anywhere between 6,000 and 6,500 Kelvin. So it really does pretty well as far as the color balance. It seems to equal it out pretty well, especially when you're going through, if you're riding at sunset. I haven't really tried it at sunrise because I'm generally not up that early to be riding my bike. So anyhow, those are the settings. And so I'm really pleased with how the look is. It's kind of cool. I like the look to it. Yeah, so the reason why I'm turning around here is I was getting pretty cold at this point. I mean, you can hear the wind blowing, and I'm dressed pretty warm. You know, I got thermal socks on, I have long johns on, you know, heavy duty jeans. I got this moto jacket on that's insulated and padded. And I'm wearing a thick sweater and then like a t-shirt underneath that sweater, and then I'm wearing the insulated gloves. And I got a neck and face guard. But even with all that, I was getting really cold. And so I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to ride very much longer, or should I just head home? And for the most part, that's what I do. In reality, all I really wanted to go out and do, because I hadn't ridden in a good week or two, was to just get out and try this new setup. I was really anxious to do it. And so I finally got a sunny day, and, you know, I figured, hey, I can't let the cold weather keep me from going out and enjoying my bike, but the cold weather definitely made my ride a lot shorter than I really had wanted it to be. So at this point, I'm looking down to school, and all of a sudden I realized, oh, that's right, it's the middle of the week, and the kids are probably out playing at the playground, because my plan was to go down through here, ride down the track, you know, cut through, but I couldn't do that. So I just basically, you know, made my way through the parking lot, because if I had rode down the track, then I would have had to cut all that out anyways, you know, because of the kids. Either that or blur all their faces out, and that would take way too much work to do. So yeah, I just I thought about it. I was thinking about going another way up there, but didn't do it. So anyways, I just decided I'd ride down past the side of the school and then through the front, so I avoid the playground altogether. But it's a nice little cut through. This is really the best part about e-bikes, really, especially if you have one that's capable of going out, say like out on 124 here. This one can. I don't really like to, but it's doable. But that's the advantage with this kind of e-bike is, man, I can go anywhere. Plus, it still has the pedals on it, even though the crank arms are really short now. But yeah, I can go, you know, up these trails and down sidewalks and down the streets, and actually go, you know, the top speed on this one is the fastest I've gotten it going on flat ground was 32, I believe, 32 miles an hour. And but it took quite a bit to get it up to that speed. So it's not no speed demon. I mean, it can get up to 32, obviously, but you know, it takes a little bit to get up to that speed. But it has a little bit more torque than my other bike. So at least there's that. So anyways, like at this point, I'm just like going, it's just way too cold out here. I'm heading home. So that's the direction I'm going here. And when I go down here and make this right-hand turn, I kind of, you know, open the throttle up a little bit and man, I could really feel that cold air coming down through my jacket. So, all you riders out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. All you people, all you motorcyclists and bicyclists and e-bikers that go out riding in the wintertime, you know what I'm talking about. So, stay warm, stay safe. Peace.